He broke a 73-year-old grandmother's arm over $13.88, then laughed at the replay. He was sent to prison. The city paid $3 million. Here's exactly what he did wrong.
On the ground. All right, let's stop, ma'am. I don't think you want to play it this way. Ma'am, police, stop.
I'm going to walk you through how that happened, as legal analysis, not legal advice. Loveland, Colorado, June 26, 2020. A Walmart reported a shoplifter, the items already recovered at the door. Officer Austin Hopp found her walking home. Let's start the clock at 0.
No, on the ground. Stay on the ground. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. Bravo 242.
The woman walking away is Karen Garner, 73 years old, about 80 pounds, picking wildflowers on her way home. Her family's lawsuit, which the city later settled, says she has dementia and sensory aphasia, a condition that blocks understanding of speech. The alleged theft, $13.88. Walmart had already taken every item back.
All right, let's stand up. Why are you doing this, ma'am? All right, stand up.
I'm not doing anything.
Right now you're resisting, which is not going to fly with me. And before that, you tried to steal from Walmart. And they caught you and took the stuff back.
Here's the rule every use of force case starts with. Graham versus Connor, force is judged by objective reasonableness, weighing 3 things: how serious the crime was, whether the person posed an immediate threat, and whether she was actively resisting or fleeing. Apply it here. A $13.88 theft already recovered. No weapon. A 73-year-old who kept walking and pulled away. The footage shows it. The question is how much force that justifies.
Stop.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. Are you finished? Are you finished? We don't play this game. You understand me? And if you try to kick me, oh, this is gonna be bad.
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
Quit.
Ow.
Are you finished?
I'm going home.
Listen to what she says. I'm going home, over and over. That's not defiance. Per the lawsuit, it's what her condition looks like. Rights lesson 1. For caregivers, non-compliance isn't always a choice. If a loved one with dementia wanders, tell dispatch about the diagnosis when you call and consider a medical alert ID. Officers generally must account for obvious impairment when choosing force.
Hook onto him.
I'll come on the other side and grab her.
Quit. Quit.
What? What are you doing? Get out of here. This is not your business. Come on.
Get in the cart.
There you go. What's that?
What this beat doesn't show on camera. At the patrol car, her arm was forced up behind her back. The medical record in her lawsuit lists a fractured arm and a dislocated shoulder. She's 73, handcuffed and injured, and the law shifts here. Once someone is restrained and in custody, officers generally assume a duty of care for her safety, including medical care.
Well, I don't know.
He's not a little kid. And this is what happened.
He was just walking, and I see you how you grab him.
Stole from Walmart and refused to stop, refused to listen to lawful orders, and to fight me. This is what happens when you fight the police. I have to use force to safely detain her. That's what this is. This isn't just some random act of aggression.
Oh, well,
I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, well, the way that I see it from over there, you know, I was like, that's not...
But you see, you don't know the whole situation. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, but it's like...
But knowing the situation, do you feel differently now?
Oh, yeah. But you know, like seeing it from there, that
2 lessons collide in that exchange. First, bystanders.
So when I went to go...
Courts have generally recognized a First Amendment right to observe and record police in public. From a distance that doesn't interfere. Watching is not obstruction, and not your business is not the law. Second, the officer's words. This is what happens when you fight the police. Force may be used to control a threat, never to punish. Punishment belongs to courts, not the roadside.
All right. Here, let me see your feet.
your feet up?
Okay, let's
Give me my
let's get her out over here on the ground. We can hobble her, and then we'll get her in the car. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Now they're adding a hobble, a strap that ties the ankles. Here's the standard that matters. Once a person is restrained and under control, courts have generally treated continued or escalating force as gratuitous, excessive almost by definition. The question is never, did she fight earlier? It's what threat does she pose right now, cuffed, injured, and 73.
Did we catch her here walking on foot?
Yeah, she was walking right here. The light siren, she kept walking. Said, "Please stop." Stop, and she looked at me, kept going, saying, "No, I'm going home." So I went up to grab her, started pulling away from me and stuff like that. So I was by myself, so I went to the ground. We struggled and rolled for a little bit.
I see that.
Yeah. And then I got her detained. She showed up while I had her up against the car because I couldn't get her in the car and all that stuff. So we struggled over there for a little while. And then we brought
1
her to
week
this
before
car.
this arrest,
Might as well.
Colorado enacted one of the country's
And
broadest police
she wouldn't get in,
accountability
she'd get
laws,
in,
creating a duty for
wiggle
officers
out,
to
get in,
intervene
wiggle
against
out,
excessive
all this
force
stuff.
and to report it.
Finally, like,
So
let's
every
get around,
officer
get her
arriving
home.
here isn't just a witness. In
I have no idea if
Colorado,
she was a doctor.
generally doing nothing is itself an offense. Remember that. It decides one of the outcomes at the end.
Let's get her down the station.
How old are you? She's 73.
She's 73. Told you, you have little faith.
Yeah, but you're going through roadblocks and stuff. How'd you said you were fine? I would have gotten here quicker.
Oh, you were good. Had her handled. If it was a big dude, it'd been different. But
What happened next wasn't on this camera. According to the city's settlement record and station video described in the lawsuit, Garner sat handcuffed in a booking cell for hours with that fractured arm, no medical care. While officers reviewed this footage nearby, one is heard saying, "Ready for the pop?" Deliberate indifference to a serious medical need is how civil rights law describes that.
No, we can see what I mean, we know she, what's it say?
she stole some stuff, and they caught her before she left and got it back, and then she ran out. So we have the.
And then you contacted her for that.
And then she resisted and
obstructed.
obstructed.
So
We're good either way.
So we're good either way.
Cool.
She's going.
All right.
We get a pass. If they decide not to prosecute, I don't care.
Cool. Okay, we'll head down there. We going to the female side or male side? Okay.
We got the unquap cell there if we need it.
There's an uncooperative cell?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Hey, you got the door open.
Here's the full accounting stated precisely. September 2021, Loveland settled with the Garner family for $3 million. A settlement is not a finding of guilt, but the criminal case ended differently. Austin Hopp pleaded guilty to felony second-degree assault, and in May 2022, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. A second officer pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, failing to report the force. The duty you just heard about?
I was going to pay for it.
But you didn't.
So take three things with you. Force must track the threat, not the frustration. Bystanders, you can generally watch and record from a safe distance without interfering. And if someone you love has dementia, plan for this moment before it happens. This was analysis, not legal advice. Know the rule and know your rights.
Friggin' A. Everybody okay? Yep. Anybody get kicked or hit?
Nope.